Hi, it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. I just need to get my apron on real quick. All right. So, this past weekend, I finished up some of the little bunny dishes. Okay, so last week we ended the stream with 4 of these. So there's 2 of this design, and then did I hit this? And then we have 2 of this one. So I just wanted to carve these, like just the extra ones off stream, and then we're gonna do, we're gonna actually carve the other ones in this stream. So that's what we are about to do today. I did roll out some more slabs, so we have like 3 of each, if these all go well. I think we'll just start off with this one. How's this doing? It's firming up. Okay, I wonder if I can like scoot this over here. I don't want to like, there's so much stuff here. I don't want to take up too much space with that. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today. We're just going to be carving this. Let's see. I want maybe this tool, a couple loop tools. We have a couple dings. Yeah, let's start on the back, I think. We'll definitely have to kind of like smooth out some of these, like the sides and any of the rougher areas, especially down where the ears meet. Yeah. So I'm just gonna, I think I'll just do like this big area, and then we'll clean up this area over here that is outlining it to be the foot. Let's see. Let me move my camera a little bit. So I don't really want to carve this bottom side out too much. It's really just like generally recommended to like carve out some amount of the bottom, because it most likely is going to warp when it's fired, or possibly when it's dried. So if you carve out some of the bottom, that should like really help with like any like drooping that might happen. Because the warping will most likely be like a droop. I don't know. I think that's like more common. And then with plate-like things, I don't know. I would kind of call this like a small dish, but I don't know. I don't think this one would be too bad, but I added this little like rectangle here, so that like some plates, when they get to a certain size, when they droop, it might like completely throw off like the whole like plate, like how it's sitting, but this will stop it from like moving in that direction. I don't really think it's needed for something that's this small, but if you have like a large like dinner plate, you'll probably see some kind of thing in the middle of it on the bottom that is helping stabilize it. I'm not really sure like where that point is where like you should start adding those to things. I have to look at my plates and see what they look like, but I just like put it in here just in case. I do think this one's pretty small though, so I don't think it's really necessary, but if you're wondering like why that's there, that's like why. And I just want to make this like a pretty even depth too. And then I have a smaller loop tool for the ear areas, and I do have a smaller like triangular one for like the very tips of the ears. I don't know how many I want to make of these, but we have these little cardboard templates made, so I could make like a bunch of them. I kind of want to make, like a bunch of them. Like that would be adorable. Like if I had a bunch made and like underglazed in all kinds of different like rabbit coat colors, and they're all just like hanging out. That'd be so cute. Like just like a picture with like all of them together. I think that'd be adorable. Okay, I'm actually going to do just kind of like fix up the sides of this because it is kind of wonky, and before I forget, like I don't want to like carve like this out and then not have a big enough space for it. So I'm just going to like do this on the sides real quick. Like this area is really bumpy for some reason. And then this is also at like a very slight angle where the base is slightly smaller than the outer like top of it. So I'm just doing that at a very slight angle. I don't know, I thought it would look like pretty nice like that. I don't know, I feel like I don't know, I kind of think it would be weird if it was just like straight like up and down, like not at an angle. It's not really at much of an angle, so I think I might, I don't know, carve into it a tiny bit more. If I'm gonna do like any other animals yet. I guess I kind of want to like, I don't know. I haven't really like thought about like that much. I think mostly because like I just know like a lot about rabbits, and I don't really know like a ton about other like I don't know like those kind of like specific things like about like specific like coat colors of any other animals. Like I know a few things about cats. But really, like, not that much. Or like, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely like just, I don't know, like certain like cat patterns that I could think of. There'd be like, I don't know, a lot of them are really pretty, I think, like, I don't know. Like, I'm not really sure, like, how you would do some of them. Like, a tabby. Like, there's just, like, all kinds of, like, colors, like, going on at the same time. Just, like intermixed or, like, or I don't know, like, maybe kind of, like, overlapping in a way. I don't know. There's a lot of like weird things going on, and some things with like dogs too. Like I used to do 4-H. So like, and I also used to show rabbits at well, I used to show them at like fairs. But we'd also go to like rabbit shows and stuff. And I just like, I used to show a few other animals like at fairs. Like, I showed chickens and goats. I showed my pony like literally once. What else? I think that's it really. So I don't know, like I definitely used to know a lot more about chickens, and I've completely like discarded that information. My brain's just like, nope, we don't need this, and just like threw it away. So I used to know like a bit more about those. Chickens would be kind of cute actually. That'd be really like, I think that'd be like really like niche. Like a lot more niche than like doing like a cat or a dog dish. Like the face or the full body type of dish. I don't know. I really have not thought about it at all. So I think I'll just like come back to you guys if I have any for sure thoughts. But like I feel like the bunny thing is like so niche, and like I do know there's a huge bunny community like out there. Because I follow a lot of like bunny people on Instagram mostly, although I'm sure like I'm pretty sure I have seen a bunch of TikToks. But like I think I just know like the most about like bunny coat colors, because I wouldn't want to like accidentally like make one that's not accurate of like another animal. Like I don't know. I think there are definitely things that are like certain like colors, like actually I don't know. I want to say like my sister has a Bernese Mountain Dog, and like they don't come in other colors, but also like other dogs can kind of come in like that type of color. But I wonder if they're like things that would be like better looking or not, like it's kind of hard to explain. Like where the markings like go, like I think ideally if I was gonna make like art, that was specific to like a certain like breed or like coat color. Like I would want it to be like a good version of one, like what that you know, like whatever, if it's like a dog, like that coat color is like good looking, and like if there's like a dog and you took it to a dog show, it wouldn't be like disqualified or like marked down for like how the coat looks in like its coloring and stuff, if that makes sense. Like I know like so much about like rabbits. Like this one for the template that I have, this is specifically a Dutch rabbit, and they have a very round coloring, like around both eyes, and they have like that could be like black or gray or whatever, and then there's this like kind of triangular shape of white that goes like just like up somewhere about like up to their ears kind of, and like if that was like misshapen, like that would be like a lower quality version of that rabbit, or could be a disqualification depending on like how the pattern looked. So like I wouldn't want it to look like a bad type of like coat color. Like I want it to be like accurate. I want it to be accurate and like not just like like rando artist rendition. And I don't know, sometimes it can be hard to like, I don't know, like research some of those things, or I don't know, maybe certain like artists aren't doing research or something, but like I see people like all the time doing like they'll like know, like I feel like they don't know enough about rabbits, and then they go and like do artwork of them, like, oh, these are you know, these are rabbit breeds, and then they have like really bad like they use like artwork, like they like, I don't know, if they like Google searched like a certain type, you know, a certain breed, and then like didn't know what looked good and what didn't look good, and then just like randomly chose one and then like made artwork of like a bad version of one. Like I wouldn't want to do that. I want my stuff to be like as accurate as it could be. If that makes sense. So I don't know, I think that's like why I'm starting off with like rabbits, because I do know a lot about rabbits, and I wouldn't have to do like any additional info. I'm not gonna do like a ton of work to make them really like look that different. I'm thinking of just having a version where the ears are up, and then a version of one that would be a type of lop, something like a mini lop, as opposed to like an English lop. English lops are like, they have ginormous ears, but I'm kind of thinking of just like a very pretty average looking rabbit, just for like the basic shapes of the dishes. So I'm kind of thinking of having like those two variations. I actually have not made like the templates or anything, or like sketched out like the lop version of these dishes. I'll have to do that. I don't know, maybe like this week or something. I'm not really sure. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing this week. I don't know, I feel like I was not that productive this weekend. So I guess, I don't know, I have to just kind of like assess the things that I need to get done and all that. But I don't know, that's what I'm kind of thinking, is making like these two versions and then coloring them for like specific coat colors. I am thinking of like sticking with easier ones. There are rabbits that have coat colors that are like really intricate looking. Kind of like in a way similar to like how a tabby cat would be hard to like color. Like it, I guess I would say like in any way, if you had like colored pencils or if you were on a tablet or like literally anything, like if you tried to like color a tabby, I feel like any of those like ways would be really difficult. So I'm gonna try to stick with like maybe easier things. Or I don't know. I'm not really sure if there are, I mean, there are some like specific rabbit braids that are like pretty popular to like, I think the general public and like what I see on Instagram. I don't know if I would say they're like common like coat colors. I mean, there definitely are coat colors that are less common. Like just overall in like even just like rabbit breeders, they're even less common. So I don't know, but I think this is gonna be like so much fun. And I'm seriously, I know I keep saying it, I'm so excited to like get like a bunch of these plates done and like I don't know, I'm excited to do like the underglaze part, but also just like see them like fully underglazed and glazed and like see like a full set together. I think like I might scream. I think they're gonna be like so adorable. I don't know, chicken dishes would be pretty niche too. I need to like, I don't know, I think I just need like some things in my shop that kind of make it stand out from others, and like other people aren't doing these things, and as not like a completely like rando thing. I am kind of like thinking of like more products that have like farm animals on them. I mean, I do love like cats and dogs too. But like maybe like a slight more focus on like farm animals possibly. Because I just love farm animals, and like I don't know, it's just like it's just very like kind of nostalgic, because it like reminds me of like back home, and like because my mom has like a small farm, so it's just kind of like nostalgic and like comforting and fun. Like I don't know, so many people now I think are getting like farm animals, like even like in the suburbs and stuff. Like I live like in the middle of Portland, and like I was walking around and someone put up like a I was walking around the neighborhood and somebody put up like on one of the telephone poles that they're missing their chickens, and they had just like a picture of a bunch of their chickens on it. I was like, okay, well, if your chickens are missing, that's probably not a good idea. Probably not a good sign. Uh, but I was also like, you have chickens? Like, we're in the suburbs, or, well, it's not really suburbs. We're like, we actually are like in the city. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's like a more common thing. There's a pet store under my apartment and they sell chicken food. Like they sell a variety too. They sell like little snackies and like kind of like treat toys. Like you put you put these like mealworms or whatever into the like treat thing and the chicken has to roll it around. Just like those ones that they make for like cats and dogs. And I'm like, what the heck? So I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are like getting into like having their own chickens or like I don't know. They're like those random people you see on the internet too that have like a miniature pig or something. I've never seen a miniature pig in person, so I can't say that that's probably very common at all. I don't know who those people are. Or some people, there's this person I follow on Instagram. She has a duck, like, and it lives in her house. I'm pretty sure it lives in her house. Because she always has it in her house. And I don't know, she takes it in the car and she's just like, I don't know, like a dog. She just always has like her duck with her. It's so funny. I love it. It's just any of them. Any of these like people that have like a random farm animal like in their suburban home. It's just so funny. I mean, the chicken people have like a tiny little chicken coop outside. I'm pretty sure they don't have them in the house. But I think there are people like on the internet, at least like they put like a diaper on their chicken. Like I don't know if the chicken lives on inside the house, but they definitely bring it inside, like, and then they put a diaper on it and then they're like just like chilling with their chicken in their living room or something. It's so random. I love it. So like, I don't know, like, I don't know if I would go so far as to say it's trendy, but I think it is happening. Like having like some farm animal in your house. I don't know. I love it. These people. I don't know how true it is, but this one person on Instagram or something I've seen like has a cow in their house, or again, I'm not sure if the cow is living in the house or like if she's just bringing it into the house like for fun, like randomly, and then it has like a house outside. I'm not really sure. She just has a cow in her house. I love it. So these are like, this is kind of like just kind of like the group of people I'm kind of trying to like get to look at my stuff. And I think a lot of these kinds of people are, I think, like pretty similar to me. Like they like these kinds of like things that are iconic for like farmhouses, or like maybe it's like cowboy boots or cowboy hats or something, but like with a very modern kind of flair to it. So that's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of along the lines of like a portion of, I guess, like the demographic that I'm looking to get. Although, like, I don't know, I have, like, I don't want to only make that stuff. I really like making a variety of things. I don't know, I think I just need to do some experimenting and see the kinds of things that I like to make. I kind of feel like it's too early in, like, me doing ceramics to know, like, what to, like, focus on, because this is pretty different from some of the, like, the other things that we've worked on in the streams, like those cups that we were working on last week. I don't know, like, I was really just thinking about doing, like, a cool looking glaze combination on them, and that's very different from, like this, like a little bunny dish. Like, it's just, like, very different types of people to attract, like, and to, like, sell to. So I don't know, I really just want to, like, do all kinds of stuff and, like, see where it takes me, I guess. Because, I mean, I don't know, like, I'm really passionate about, like, just, like, really beautiful, like, glaze combinations, and, like, some of them are so unique in how they turn out. Like, some of them, like, even though you're using the same glazes, they can look slightly different with how the two were, like, applied to the dish. And I don't know, like, I think it's so fun to, like, experiment with that and do, I don't know, just, like, working with glaze combinations and, like, finding new things with different ones. I don't know, I think that's really fun. But I also think, like, these, like, weird little, like, whimsical things are really fun too. Like, I think this is, like, maybe a bit more fun, but the glaze combos are very like, they're not overwhelming, where, like, some of the underglaze things I get really overwhelmed with. I'm like I get, like, really overwhelmed, like, when it comes to, like, actually like, doing the coats and stuff, and, like, if I have to do any color mixing for them, like, just, like, thinking about that, like, overwhelms me. But, like, the glaze ones, it's like, oh, like, I know, like, I like how these two glazes look, so yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And then I just put it on there, and the only thing is just, like, deciding, like, which pieces are being colored, you know, like, with which glazes. That's a little overwhelming, but it's fine, because it's like, it kind of doesn't really matter, like, oh, like, if I want to do a pinch pot in that glaze, I can just make another one, you know, like, I can just make another one later of, like, whatever the thing was. If I want to see, like, a bunch of pinch pots and, like, you know, this glaze combination, I can just go and make more later and, you know, use up the one that I have for whatever. So I think, like, it, like, just, like, that decision making is a little just, like, a tiny bit overwhelming, but trying to figure out, like, how I'm gonna color some of these dishes might be a little bit like, a slightly bit, like, more challenging. Obviously some things will be so easy, like if I did, like, this this rabbit from my template, like, they come in black and white. Like, it's not that hard. Like, I already have black. I wouldn't have to mix anything up. You know, we would be good to go. Whereas, like, browns, like, I think you would need, like, a really specific brown for it. And that's kind of, like, some of those are the parts where I get a little bit, like, overwhelmed with, like, trying to, like, mix those up. And just thinking about it right now is making me overwhelmed. But I think it's gonna be, like, so worth it, though. Like, I just need to, like, sit down and do it, and it's probably gonna be fine. If it's not fine, I'll just have to, you know, like, do other, like, tests and stuff of, like, the color mixing for them. You know, all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, so... I don't know. I have to check out what we have. Kind of like, just like on our shelves. A bunch of stuff has been like extremely slow drying. A lot of the things that we've made, in past streams where I put handles on the stuff, I really wanted them to dry very slowly so the handles don't dry at a different rate and then crack. So we have quite a few things, at least like on the shelves. I'm wondering if we have enough for maybe like one, possibly even like 2 bisque firings. I have not brought anything to get fired in like so long. It's been months since I brought anything to get fired. I think we'll probably have a full bisque. For bisque stuff, it's a little bit hard to tell because you can like so like if you had like 3 plates or something, like you can stack those on top of each other in the kiln. So it's a little hard for me to like figure out like how much would be like a full kiln load. So I usually bring in a little bit more than I think, like maybe like if they weren't stacked and they're laying flat, maybe like 2 2 half shelves, or like whatever. So like the kiln that my stuff goes into, so like 1 layer is 2 shelves. So 1 shelf is $15 for me to fire at. So I want to have at least like like that. I keep getting confused if I should call it a half a shelf or a full shelf. Whatever, the thing that's $15. Like, I want to make sure I bring in enough to fill that up. And then if I bring a little bit too much, that's fine. They don't charge me like that much more. I have to kind of like check out what we have, because we have been working on a lot of things and I haven't been to the studio to fire anything in a long time. So, and then, we have, actually, let me close my Slack. I thought I closed it, but I didn't. I don't want like a million messages coming in while we're trying to stream. Whoops. We almost have a full load to do for glaze firing. but not quite. So I don't know. Maybe that's something I'll do, like, try to do, like, this week, maybe? Although, if I'm gonna bring stuff to the studio, I really want to bring in, like, at least, like, one of the bunnies. Maybe, like, one of each shape. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited for the bunny things. The bunny dishes. Oh, whoops. We'll see. I'll have to take a look at everything. I'll have to see if any of those, the things I had covered to dry, I'll have to see if they have actually dried all the way. Or if there are any cracks or anything happening with them. All of that. Hopefully they're fine, but I just like to throw them off to the side and not bother them while they're trying to dry. Because, like, if it wasn't very dry and I was, like, messing with it, like, I could accidentally, like, nick the clay and then there's, like, a hole in it or something. Like, you wouldn't want that. So I try to just, like, let them sit for a while and then just kind of, like, maybe check on them, like, after it's been, like, I don't know, at least a week. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, I did mention it in one of the earlier streams, but I am, just, like, I think just, like, on the side as just, like, I think purely a hobby. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna be doing, like, some felting, and I'm super excited for that. I was supposed to get my felting kit yesterday, but for some reason Amazon decided not to deliver it. I looked at it and it was in the city. Like, it's been in the city since, like, Friday. And they're just like, nope. So, I don't know. I'm hoping they come today. A lot of the times I'll be streaming and then they call me for, like, help to, like, deliver it. And I'm like, I'm trying to stream. Who's calling me? So yeah, Amazon is, like, I don't know what their problem is, but they have a lot of problems. Trying to deliver to this apartment. I don't know why they don't just go to the leasing office and ask for help. Which is, like, that would be, like, the one thing that, like, that's what I would do if I was a delivery person. Oh, I can't figure out how to deliver this. Like, I'm gonna go to the leasing office and, like, ask where this is supposed to go. But no, they'll just be like, oh, and, like, call you, and if you don't answer, they just, like, leave, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I also leave them, like, very detailed instructions for delivering to our package room, which they're supposed to have access to. And there's a package locker inside that room that's specifically for Amazon deliveries. So it's like, you have to have access. I don't know what your problem is. And I'll leave instructions like, you have to have a key fob. I don't know, like, where you guys get the key fob. I guess you go to the office or something. I don't know. But you need the key fob to get in. And like, yeah, like this is where the package room is. I like thoroughly describe where it is, like, and then they'll be like, we don't know where the room is. And then they just leave. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm gonna strangle you guys. Just come back here. Give me like a second. Jeez. Oh my gosh, I get so angry. Oh my gosh, I think I have talked about this once. I'm sorry, this isn't art related, but I'm just, I can't deal with it. So this one time, they're like, oh, like, when do you want your package delivered? Do you want it tomorrow at 4 a.m. or do you want it, like, in, like, 3 days? And I was like, I guess, like, tomorrow. Like, why are these the only options? And so the guy comes at 4 a.m. and, like, I don't know how they normally get access to the package room, but, like, he didn't have the key fob to go over there. And luckily, I don't think he called me. I think he might have texted me. And, like, obviously, like, I'm not awake at 4 a.m, and neither is the leasing office. And, so he's like, oh, like, I couldn't deliver your package. So guess what? The next day, he comes at 4 a.m. again. And then he's like, oh, wow, I don't know, like, how to get into the package room, and, like, no one is here to help me, so, like, I can't deliver it. And I'm like, oh my god, why would you do that? Why would you come at the exact same time the next day when you already knew that you couldn't get access to the package room? And I was so upset. I was so upset. I'm like, this is just too stupid. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So then he's like, you know, whatever. Like, I got a text from him, and he's like, could not deliver the package. I'm gonna try again tomorrow. And I was like, oh my god, please do not come tomorrow at 4 a.m. again. Because why? This is just... Oh my gosh. I just can't. I lose brain cells every time I think about it. Oh my gosh. And I was like, oh my god, no, please do not come tomorrow at 4 a.m. It's just so ridiculous too. Like, why? Why was that even an option on on Amazon? Like, I don't need it like that early. Just come at a normal time. The only reason I chose it was because it was the only option for that day. And the only other option was to wait days later. Like, so I was like, oh my god. I was like, this guy is really, he's on the struggle bus. Or lady, I don't know. This person. And so I contacted Amazon, and I was like, oh my god. This is like what is happening to my package. Can you please tell this person not to come at 4 a.m. again tomorrow, because it's obviously not working out for them. Like, and then they're like, and then this is like the other, like, I don't know, like, logistics or anything about what go into deliveries. But they were like, So the customer service person was like, okay, so what we'll have to do is cancel your order and we're gonna have to submit a new order. And I was like, but it's here, like it's in the city, like just give it to a different driver or tell him to come at a different time, like either of those. And they're like, no, we're gonna have to cancel it and then like ship a new order to you. And I was like, but why? I was like, but why? Just, oh my gosh. Yeah. So that was like, I don't know how we got talking about this. Oh, I think I was just saying about like my felting. I was talking about my felting kit that's supposed to come. But oh my gosh. It's not even just Amazon though either. FedEx has a huge issue trying to deliver to this apartment also, and they always have been. Because I've lived in 2 units here, and so I've lived here for like 2 years nearly, and like FedEx has had like an issue like delivering here too, and I'm just like, obviously the apartment place needs to do something different about how they're handling like the deliveries, because like a lot of people that deliver here are really confused and they have no idea what is going on, where the package room is, how to get to the package room, how to get access to it, like all that stuff. And I used to, at my other unit, I used to have like a call box access, but now that I've moved to a different unit, I changed buildings and my call box thing doesn't work. And the apartment is like so poorly managed. Like, I need to email them, but I have an entire list of things that they need to address. They told me like maybe like 9 months ago. So someone broke into my storage unit and I was like, this is not okay. Can you like put like another lock on it or something? And they're like, yeah, we'll do that. And they have not. And that was like 9 months ago. They told me they were going to do that. And I keep calling them and emailing them about it, and they're just like not answering. They're not answering the phone and they're not answering their emails. So I really highly doubt, if I've mentioned to them that they should do something about the package room, that they are not going to do anything. They're so bad. They're so bad. None of them know what they're even doing. Even like the manager guy doesn't even have it together. And I've dealt with like the like a bunch of the different people like in the office, and they're all just really just like a headache to work with. Ugh. But I really hate moving, so like moving is so expensive. I really hate the thought of like moving like again. Like nearly every year I move to a different apartment, and I don't think this year's gonna be the year. I just like not living that life. So unfortunately I'm gonna have to stay in this place. But otherwise they're so annoying. They're such a mess. And like this past year we've had like I think like 5 fire alarms. Like, and none of them have been for a fire. They've all been like, a lot of them were false alarms. One of them was for like a water thing. A water pipe broke. I don't know if that was necessary to do the fire alarm for, but who knows. Anyway, we are making some great progress. We just have a few more minutes left to work on our bunny. I just kind of want to check the depth. I'm just kind of like pinching with both fingers, and it gives me a bit of an idea of how deep the dish is. And then our glaze is going to it's going to take up like some portion of the depth here, so I just want to make sure that we are just getting like enough of this clay out of here to give our final dish a good depth to it. There's like a little bit more that I could scrape off here. When I'm holding it upright like this in my hand, it's a lot easier for me to tell like how thin the dish is getting while I am removing clay from it. Because when it gets to a certain point where it's like pretty thin, it will like push back. So just like holding it like this and like scraping it, like there'll be like a pushback of it hitting my hand if it's just like getting to the point where it's a little bit too thin. And just kind of like fix up this I don't know what to call that, like the walls. And I think I definitely have to fix the depth of the ears over here. Yeah, they're a bit more raised. I suppose we really are like basically done with this. So I think off stream I might just maybe like touch up any of these little areas. Mostly like these ear areas. I'm not quite done with them. But we're at time now. So I think off stream, I'm just going to dig out a little bit more definitely from this one, and maybe touch up this one a little bit. And then, I don't know, maybe fix up any of the sides. This portion's a little bit uneven here. Just like fix up any small things. And then the back is pretty much done, but I'm going to have to just like go over it with some water and like apply pressure to get rid of any of these marks and stuff. I'll also usually kind of like coat it with some water and like apply pressure with my rib, and that especially is helpful for any like, I don't know if you can really see, like a little bit like over here it's a little bit bumpier, so just like touching up any of that, and then yeah, I think this one is really just going to sit and air dry. Maybe I should cover them just for like the ears, because their ears are sticking out a little bit. But yeah, this is our bunny dish. So I'm just going to spray this down with some water because I'm not done with it like right now. And then tomorrow's stream, we can work on carving or like trimming the other one. Okay, let me just get some water for the ear part. And then the rim of this is super dry, so I just want to make sure that there's water on the rim also. Yeah. All right. Just gonna put that in here, and I'm gonna spray this one down. This one's actually getting pretty dry. It's just been sitting over the weekend, not doing anything. I didn't spray it down or anything. And then the slabs are probably fine. Oh, wait, let me touch some of this up. Just make sure like everything has water on it, really. Okay. All right. So that is our stream. Thank you so much for joining and watching me work. If you are watching on Twitch, be sure to follow along so you know when I jump on for a stream. All of the videos will be uploaded to my YouTube at Callie & Co. And that's where you can watch all of our other live streams and a few of our other videos. I have a few ceramic tutorials and then some other things like things for like any artist or handmade small businesses. Yeah, so be sure to subscribe there too so you know when I post new videos, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. All right, bye.